Hi friends, here in this video I am going to explain what is centroid, then how to locate centroid on irregular lamina. Okay, let me discuss one by one. Now what is centroid? Centroid is a point at which the entire area of the lamina going to be act. Okay, generally this concept applicable to plane figures such as rectangular lamina, square lamina, triangular lamina and composite lamina. Here we heard one new term, that is composite lamina. What is composite lamina? A lamina consists of two or more standard lamina is called as composite lamina. Let me see here. This is example of composite lamina. This lamina contain one standard triangular lamina, one standard rectangular lamina, one standard semicircle lamina. So this system contains three standard lamina. So it is called as composite lamina. Now I am going to explain how to locate centroid on irregular lamina. Let me take one irregular lamina. This is the center point of this lamina. Let me assume like that. Then in this point, the entire area of this lamina assumed to be concentrated. Okay, so this point is called it as centroid. That is mentioned by X bar and Y bar. Here we don't know value of X bar and Y bar. Let me find the end of this video. Okay. Now we will take one more assumption, that is this irregular lamina contain same material throughout this section. That is called as homogeneous material. I am repeating again. Let me take one more assumption, that is this irregular lamina contain same material throughout this section. So this is homogeneous material. What is the speciality of homogeneous material? Okay, when we take homogeneous material, that time centroid and center of gravity are lies on same point in plane figures. Okay, so let me assume that this is the center of gravity on which the self weight of the irregular lamina going to be act. That is mentioned by letter capital W. Okay, now I need X bar and Y bar value. For that we are going to split this lamina into small elementary part. Okay, like this. Okay, let me take, this is my first elementary part mentioned by letter 1. Then this is second elementary part, like that this lamina contain number of elementary part. Okay, then let me take one elementary part. Okay, I am going to take this elementary part. Here this is the center point of this elementary part on which the self weight of this elementary part going to be add. That is mentioned by letter W1. That is mentioned by letter W1. Then I am going to take another elementary part. I am going to take here. Okay, I am going to take this elementary part. Okay, this is the center point of this elementary part on which the self weight of this elementary part going to be act. That is mentioned by letter W. Like that, this plane figure contain number of small elementary part. On each elementary part, one self weight going to be add on its centroid. Okay. Let me find what is X bar value. For that, we will take moment about Y axis. Okay. So moment is nothing but force into vertical distance. Here, the total moment caused by self weight of lamina is equal to, so W into x bar is nothing but total moment caused by self height of this lamina is equal to sum of moment caused by individual elementary parts of its self height. Okay, that is mentioned by W1 into X1. Okay, this is small elementary part. Okay, force into vertical distance is X1. Okay, this length is X1. This length is X1. Then this length is X2. Like that. This plane contains n number of elementary parts. So we here we have n number of distance. Okay. Then second elementary part W2 into X2. Then W3 into X3. Like that. N number of elementary part having n number of vertical distance, that is xn. Okay, here I am going to replace W into one new term. Here we know one basic terminology, that is specific weight gamma equal to weight by volume. Here I need weight of weight. W equal to product of specific weight into volume. Now I am going to replace W into gamma into V. Okay, specific weight. Then volume is rewrite as area into thickness. Here thickness is 1 mm because this is a lamina, so it has negligible thickness. Let me assume as the thickness of lamina equal to 1. Gamma AT into X bar. Okay, X bar. Then this W1 will be write as gamma A1 into T is common, then X1 plus. Then W2 will be rewrite as gamma. Like these are properties of this material. Like a specific weight is common to entire elementary part. It will not vary. Then A2. Then thickness is constant. Then X2. Okay, like that. Gamma AN into T into Xn. Here gamma will be cancelled. Then thickness will be cancelled. The remaining terms will be A into X bar equal to A1 X1 plus A2 X2 plus A3 X3 dot up to AN Xn. So this term will be rewrite as sum of n varies from 1 to infinity. Then an xn then equal to a into x bar. Here I need value of x bar. X bar equal to sum of n varies from 1 to infinity. Then an into xn by sum of a. In some other book, this term is rewrite as integral of x into dA by capital A. Okay, x bar. In some other book, they may write like this. Okay, this is also similar to this integral of x dA is similar to this term. Let me discuss now. Now we know formula of x bar, that is x bar equal to integral of x dA by capital A or sum of an xn. Here n is varies from 1 to infinity because this lamina contain number of small elementary part. So here n varies from 1 to infinity by capital A. Now we need value of y bar. For that we will take moment about x axis. Okay, take moment about x-axis to get value of y bar. That time the value of y bar is equal to integral of y dA by capital A, or sum of a n y n by capital A. Here n is varies from 1 to infinity. Okay, this is the standard formula used in centroid. With the help of this formula, we will get centroid of any lamina or plane figures. Okay. Now I am going to relate sum of an. Okay, sum of an is equal to integral of dA. How? Okay, let me discuss with the help of one simple sketch. Okay, n is varies from 1 to infinity. Okay, here xn and x are scalar quantity, that is a numerical value, it will not change. Okay, keep as it is because this value will not make any significance on this value. Okay, so let me take these two terms separately, then relative, whether it is equal or not equal. Okay, for that I am going to take one rectangle. This is my rectangle. The length of rectangle is 4 meter. Then height of rectangle equal to 5 meter. Then how to get area of this rectangle? Here we are going to use three methods. One is division of this rectangle into small elementary part, then add it. That is the first method. Then method 2 is applying formula. Then third method is integral method. Okay, I am going to use first method. In first method, divide this rectangle into small elemental part. So this is my first elemental part, second elemental part, third elemental part, then fourth elemental part. So totally now we have 5 elemental part. The length is 4 meter, height is 5 meter. Then the individual part length is, the individual part height is 1 meter. Now the total area A equal to, this is area 1, A1, then this is small elemental area A2, A3, then A4, then A5. Okay, this capital A is equal to sum of this small elementary part. Okay, A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5. It will be rewrite as sum of n varies from 1 to 5, then an. This is the one of the method to find the area of this rectangle. Okay, then comes to integral approach. Okay, let me take one same rectangle of same dimension. Okay, the length equal to 4 meter, then height equal to 5 meter. Then I am going to take one vertical strip. I am going to take one vertical strip like this. This is my strip. What is the area of this strip? Okay, area of this strip dA is nothing but length into breadth. Here length of the strip assume as dx. The length of this strip assume as dx. Okay, dx into height 5 meter. Okay, the length, the small area of this strip is nothing but length dx into height 5 meter. Okay, here I need value of area. So integral in both the sides. Okay, apply integral in both the sides. Then integral of dA will be a. Then here this limit is varies from 0 to 4, because we can take this strip here or along this x-axis. Along this x-axis we will take this strip anywhere. So this limit is varies from 0 to 4. Okay, I am repeating again. Here the strip is taken along the x direction. You may take here or here or here, anywhere on the x-axis. Okay, so here the limit is varies from 0 to 4. Okay, limit is varies from 0 to 4, then 5, then dx. Then integral of dx is nothing but x. Then 5 into x, then its limit is varies from 0 to 4. 0 to 4, then 5 into 4 are 20. Here also, okay, each one part having area of 4 meter. So totally we have 5 part. So 5 into 4, 20 meter square. So now we will clearly state that integral of dA is equal to sum of an. Okay, so that only in some of the book they are used this formula. Okay, in some other book they are used this formula, in some other book they used this formula. So both are same meaning only. Okay, thank you.